We'll begin our discussion of the weighted mean by reviewing the arithmetic mean using an example. Here we're supposed to find the mean of the following data set. Okay, so in order to find the mean, we recall that we need to take each of these values and add them up. And then divide by the number of values, which is 4. When we simplify the top, we're going to get 200 divided by 4, which gives us a mean of 50. For a weighted mean, we want to be able to give weights to each of the values that we're averaging. The formula looks like this. We take our first value and we multiply it by the first weight. And then we take the second value and multiply it by the second weight, and so on until we get all the way to the last value and multiply it by the last weight. And then, instead of dividing by the number of values, we divide by the sum of all the weights. In this example, we'll compute a weighted mean. It says that the following chart gives the distribution of test scores for a given class. And we're supposed to use the formula for the weighted mean to find the average of the test scores. The weighted mean can be computed by taking each of the values, which are going to be our test scores, and multiplying them by their weights. That will be the number of students that received that test score, adding all those products up, and then dividing by the sum of the weights. So first we'll take 9 times 2 plus 11 times 3 plus 12 times 5 plus 14 times 2 plus 15 times 2. Now we need to divide that by the sum of the weights, or the total number of students. So that would be 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2. The numerator gives us 169 when we multiply and add all of those up. And then the denominator is a total of 14. So this is going to give us 12.1 as our weighted average. Let's check for understanding. Work this one out on your own and then come back and check your answer. Sally's report card is shown below. Use a weighted mean to compute her grade point average, using the grade point values of 4 for an A, 3 for a B, and so on. Okay, so her grade point values are going to look like 4 for the A, 3 for the B, 4 for this A, and then 2 for the C value. Then the weighted mean is going to be computed by taking each of the values and multiplying it by the weight. So the values are going to be the grades and the weights are going to be the number of credits. So we'll take the value for A, which is 4, and multiply that by the number of credits, 3. And then we'll take 3 times 4 plus 4 times 4 plus 2 times 3. And now we divide by the sum of the weights, or the total number of credits. That would be 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3. In the numerator, that's going to simplify to 46, and in the denominator, we get 14. When we write this out as a decimal, we get 3.285714, and now we're supposed to round this to 2 decimal places. So we'll look at the next decimal, which is a 5, and so we need to round up. So we'll have 3.29 for her GPA.